This cost me a lot. And I'm not just talking about money. In a sense or less, how would you describe your experience during like STEP dedicated?
Terrible. It's terrible. That's it. That's my sentence.
A sentence or less, how would you describe your experience in STEP dedicated?
Oh man, that shit was a movie, man. That's all I can say. Like that thing went by like 5 weeks, went by like that.
In one sense or less, how would you describe your STEP dedicated period?
Step 1 dedicated period. Absolutely miserable and grueling beyond belief, pushing my mental health to its limits.
Hi and bye Minneapolis. I feel like I've heard of that before. And welcome back to the vlog. And I got some company this time.
What's up, y'all? What a small world.
So, as I'm sure you could clearly tell, STEP dedicated doesn't exactly garner the most pleasant of memories from any medical student ever. And there's probably a good reason for that. Let me just walk you through a quick day of what I did for 3 months. This right here is where I spent most of my time. I would wake up at 5 o'clock, start onking by probably 5:30, try to get through as many of the reviews from the previous day as possible, and then plot myself down here to start my URL questions at 8 o'clock sharp, because I'm a full believer in you practice how you play, which means that since you're typically expected to start questions at 8 o'clock on test day, you practice by starting questions at 8 o'clock, or at least as close to 8 o'clock as you can. Most days you aren't perfect. Now for step 1 dedicated, I did about 120 questions every single day, so 3 blocks. For step 2 dedicated, as well as my shells, I did 4 blocks a day. That sucked. Each block is 40 questions, so an hour each, timed, mixed, as you always should. And step 2 dedicated and my shells, I would choose that 4th block as like kind of a specialty block, so I would rotate between like OBGYN, peds, internal medicine, psychiatry, neurology, until I like snaked through all the like shelf topics and then went all the way back through again. It's a little bit confusing, I know, but just know around 160 questions a day, 120 to 160 questions a day for 3 months straight. At the beginning, I definitely tried to build in some content review into it, but I just realized personally that I was putting in way too much time, way too much effort to get so little out of just reading pathoma, first aid, and everything, that I just stopped because I got so burnt out and so frustrated like week 3 of step 1 dedicated that I knew that, hey, if I'm gonna do this for the next 3 months, I'm gonna go insane. Not that I didn't go insane as is. Anyways, I always had this 3 monitor setup. It's just a simple LG Ultrafine 4K monitor that I picked up, my MacBook, as well as my iPad that basically is only a media consumption device at this point. I don't highly recommend picking up any of these, or well, the iPad in particular, I don't recommend picking that up. But this setup was super helpful because I would dual screen my Anki. Actually, let me show you. So this is what my after taking the questions looks like. I'll have my questions and explanations reviews up here. I would have my Anki browse feature pulled up where I would use the URL QID search where I could enter in the specific question QID and it would bring up specific questions. or specific cards tied to that question, and I would unsuspend as necessary. And then here, shout out seriously, Hi Guru. I'll have his channel and stuff linked below. He has a whole Notion template where I can categorize any questions that I got wrong, put together like a brief little explanation, say like, if you have this plus this in the question stem, think about this. Any sort of things that maybe the explanation shed more light into, and then categorize them into like organ system or, you know, specialty for step 2. And this by far saved my life when I was reviewing on the week of. I cannot recommend Hi Guru's template and his like one-on-one tutoring and everything. Like, I cannot shout him out enough. He did not pay me to do this. I just genuinely, like, he organized my entire life. And then honestly, my iPad was just here to be like my calendar and to stream like games and stuff when I'm reviewing, to just have background noise. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but you know, mental health question mark. But yeah, it's questions, review, and then finish Anki, and literally I did that for 3 months straight. And then on the topic of mental health, that's when I realized, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the phrase that medicine takes as much as you give it, and by God did I learn that over these past 3 months, because I gave it a lot, and therefore it took a lot from me. Now I want to make this clear. This period is all about personal discipline and organization. That is how you get through. But it's also one of the most isolating experiences that I have ever gone through. I didn't study in groups because I know that I would compare myself, and that's a healthy way for me to stay focused and motivated. A lot of my friends were all over the place, kind of in their own phases of studying. Even my parents, my brother, as much as they really try to support, which I appreciate, they haven't been through medical training. They don't know how rigorous this is, and not just that, but you know, there's a huge pressure to perform well on these tests. Pile that all together, it's a recipe for really being the exact opposite of all the healthy habits that physicians promote. So now that I'm finished, and wow, I haven't seen this camera angle in a while, my goal over the next little bit is to really learn to find that balance again, or at least attempt to, because you really unlearn how to be a human during these 3 months. Like, your life just is medicine, and it's time that I kind of flip that around, or at least even it out, get it back to center of the frame as possible. And let me show you how I've been trying to do it.
I was really gonna say, like, this is where all the magic happens. I didn't know you were gonna ask me a step question. I was just looking around. I was like, hey, this is where all the magic happens. Like, look at this setup, bro. It's insane. Did you get this chair from Costco? Bro, the desk.
Yes, it's from Costco.
You can lift it up and like
Yep.
up and down.
Yeah, about right. This is where I spent all my days, right here, during step, every single day, sitting at this desk, looking at this computer.
You'd be editing on your free time, I'm assuming?
Absolutely not. Hey, yo, what chapter of Sigma Chi you in?
Bro, this is the SMU Brotherhood. Way back, you know, 2016 is where it started. Only real ones know. Bro.
Dude, that's
crazy to me that you've seen this on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That is just clean, innocent fun right there.
Yeah, like Kush Jane, bro. This man literally designed this. So simple, but so clean. There we go.
Alright, this is gonna be a terrible idea.
Bro, I feel like my ancestors are gonna be disappointed in me.
This is us before Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so scared.
Bro, I'm already sweating from anticipation.
I am so scared.
I cannot wait to watch this. What am I getting myself into? Who knows?
Dude.
Bro, this is insane.
Yeah.
Why is this red? This is like cough syrup.
So for some reason we can't answer step questions normally, because I think that idea has been overdone on YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
So we decided to like cause stomach ulcers while we do it. I don't know, but I don't know if this will be out by the time that like this vlog is up.
Anyone got a nice GI doctor that I could go to in Texas? Let me know, because I might need one right after this, dude. This is.
Bro, there ain't gonna be anything left in there. It's gonna clean you out. Alright, so
Bro,
this is the
you
first
put
sauce.
that much in one? No.
Tropical. Alright, so this is
A little bit too.
Aaron.
Alright, that's good. That's good.
No,
Nah,
we
chill.
can-
That's
Alright,
good.
Hey, I'm doing the same thing on my side.
No, that's
I'm not
insane,
gonna-
bro. I
I'm not
might
gonna
as well just drink out the bottle. That's
I'm not
ridiculous.
gonna discriminate. That's the first one, man. We're good. Alright.
Holy.
So we got this one. This is level 3. We're balling on a budget here, so we're using chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Sean Evans, if you see this, please do not come after me. We love
Wait,
your
hold
show.
on. Let me pop.
Okay, actually, hold on. I don't like that I have to shake this one up.
It's telling you to shake it?
No, it was like separating. Bro, I'm matching you, so like whatever pain I'm causing you, I'm doing to myself too, don't worry. We are equal opportunity here.
When the motherland is gonna be disappointed.
Bro, tactical nuke, what is this, bro?
Whose idea was this? Was this mine? It was definitely mine. I regret this so much.
Bro, I'm already salivating, bro.
Just get the bleep track ready. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep this clean, to be honest with you. I don't
There's
think I
gonna
would
be
be
a lot
in
of swearing
any
on this
state to
one.
keep this clean. Bro, be conservative with this one. I'm not trying
Dude,
to
this
die,
smells
bro.
so bad.
Thick. It's so thick. It's like a salsa, not a hot sauce.
Oh my lord, I smell all of this, dude. There's too much.
I'm so scared.
Hey, this is what's gonna get me through. Hey, Fairlife,
Fairlife, please
sponsor us.
Sponsor us. For the love of God, sponsor us.
Save my taste buds. Hopefully.
I'm coughing before this. I'm so scared.
Jesus Christ.
I
don't know, bro, but they ain't there's no turning back. Absolutely no turning back. What's going on?
It's spicy as hell.
For reference,
ready?
Oh my lord.
We good.
Bro, I'm thinking like halal guy's hot sauce is spicy as hell, and I'm doing this. Like,
All right, I'm gonna be nice. Let's just only do that.
I just want to take a whiff straight from the source. Oh my god, it is awful. It
Wait, let me smell this.
smells like a chemical that you're not supposed to put on things.
Bro, why does it smell like paint?
So scared.
Why is he got that evil laugh, bro?
By the way, he's our one of our podcast editors. If you've never seen him, Charles, welcome to the vlog. Have fun editing this one.
I'm gonna have tons of fun editing it, and you have fun with your bowels afterwards.
Bro.
Alright, shut this door. Nobody needs to hear the screams.
The screams, the wails of the damned.
Dear God, help me.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's done. It's over with. You managed to get through the entire thing without even using a protein shake. I couldn't do
I
it.
underestimated myself, man. I'm proud of myself.
Dude, the jump from this was 6 to 7. That was really bad. The 69,000 Scoville units. This one was 103,000. This one was 135,000, but that felt so much worse than 135,000. This one was 642,000 Scoville units, but it didn't feel like it.
That was the one that was talking, and then I just stopped because something in my brain was stupid.
I know.
Thank God.
Here's your spoons.
Guys, please watch this. Charles, have fun. You're gonna try it now.
Hey, ice cream of the champs.
I see the
Yes.
champs. Okay. Anyways, why did we do this? So we're out here at the Georgia Tech campus filming some street interviews after a day of filming at MCG. And this man actually said, "Yo, we should reposition." Like,
No, you said that. Oh yeah, you said.
No,
that.
you definitely said
I
that.
said that.
You were like, let's
You said
reposition.
first like we don't have a good angle.
Yeah, I
Like,
said, have a
hey, let's
good-
reposition.
We're like snipers out here.
Sounded like some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 operators or something.
They're behind the scenes of these videos.
Yeah.
It's been nice to film again and actually be creative, even though it's like super goofy and asking people medical questions. So
Oh, those are the best. You'll see. Oh, actually, that was like, bro, the sildenafil guys, bro, was like, hey, you need one? I was like, oh, you need one? I was like, bro, that man was
people are funny.
That energy was insane. I was like, bro, you're a character.
Shoot.
Bro, appreciate you coming by.
Hey man, hey, give me a hug. Why are we doing this handshake?
So my sub-I begins next week, and I'm kind of in this phase of wrapping up my 1 to 2 week attempt at really trying to be a normal person again. There's a couple lessons that I've learned, and conveniently, probably the two most important ones were covered in the TED Talks that I was covering last night in Athens. The first one obviously is from my good friend Dr. Jake Goodman, for which he spoke on just how really ridiculous the medical training system is, that 24-hour plus shifts are legal and in some places mandated / treated as a rite of passage for medical students. And in fact, a lot of his talk, I told a lot of people last night that if you gave it to a room full of medical students or residents, they would look at him like he's insane, because they wouldn't have heard anything new. We've all come to kind of normalize just how grueling and ridiculous this is, and even when I was talking with Aaron, we were kind of, for lack of a better word, commiserating about our STEP dedicated experience, albeit his was only for step 1, mine was for step 1, shelves, and step 2, where we just kind of like stopped for a second and just said, yo, this is not normal. And it's true. All of us within like the whole medical training experience have come to normalize very extreme, really, demands of us. And now that is not to say do not work hard, do not earn your position, and do not try your best to learn every single day to the fullest it can be. But the fact that I literally had many days where I did not know what day it was, and that every day looked the same, and I found myself away from family, friends, and really alone. And you'll see in my documentary with Jake that will probably be coming out in the next couple months or so, that the first step in making change is letting people know around you that they're not alone. That, hey, as crazy as I may seem, super smart, I got everything together, in reality, we don't. And that's something that Step dedicated really beat into my brain. But the other harsh lesson I learned actually was exemplified by a 4th year undergraduate student here who told the story of his upbringing as a Filipino American. And in fact, his talk was titled Ancora Imparo, meaning always learning. Because just as much as I, throughout this entire process, thought I knew what it was like to grind from 5 to 6 or 7 every single day and take care of myself and handle YouTube and answer emails and research, I couldn't. And I had to learn that. And on the flip side, immediately after all my exams are over, I go on a complete creator binge, going from Minneapolis to Augusta, to Atlanta, to Athens, to back to Atlanta, filming the entire time all the way and pouring my creative soul into this. I realized I can't do this every single day either. So there is a balance to be found. And as much as so many people on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, tell you, balance, 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 I figured it out, you can do it too, let me be the first to tell you that I'm still learning too. So welcome to my 4th year of medical school. Thank you for being here along the ride.